might have a chance if we redo it all.
If I had Sheldon's eidetic memory.
Okay. You good there? Okay. Pretty buttons. Stop pushing.
They're colorful.
Welcome to an Entertain This special, where we talk about Elden Ring.
But first,
punishments. The two most anticipated ones you've been waiting for. I will start off with Lake, or as I like to call, Mailman. This game apparently has like great reviews that I was seeing where like people are just like, oh, this game's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm like, you know there's other games, right?
Yeah.
Like if this is the only game you were ever introduced to in your life.
So I found this game because my wife is obsessed with these feel-good games where you don't do anything important. You just kind of mundanely do satisfactory stuff.
And just go through someone's BS life.
So, like, one game she got was, like, Unpacking. It's like this moving simulator where you just try and find where to put all your books and stuff and
You
clothes.
just play Tetris House Edition?
Yeah, and she was obsessed with that. She beat it like 100% in like 3 days, because she loves doing that kind of thing. And so I was like, okay, this is another game that's sort of mundane and stupid like that. So maybe she'll enjoy this. She didn't like it.
I did not enjoy it. You play as a woman called Meredith Weiss, who apparently is an MIT grad, and this is taking place in like 1986.
Yeah, it's supposed to be based off of somebody's real life.
Yeah, where she takes 2 weeks off to cover for her dad, who's a mailman in this picturesque lake town in Oregon, and deliver mail every day.
How was that?
Horrible. It got to the point like I'm running stop signs. I'd go through traffic lights. I block traffic. I was trying to run pedestrians down.
Nothing happened?
No, it stops like for you. It's got like auto brake. I tried running the truck into a lake and it was like, no. They're like, you're going to do this the right way, sir.
So it's like purgatory. It wouldn't let you die.
It wouldn't.
What is the objective of the game? Just deliver packages?
Deliver mail and talk to these stupid townspeople and have these dumb conversations.
Well, they give you all their crappy problems about.
And then you got like the cat woman.
Okay.
Some creepy cat lady, and like one of her cats is sick, so you take the cat in the mail truck and drive her, the stupid cat, to some fisherman guy who's a jerk.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll take care of it. So you're just like, okay. And then I went and delivered some more packages, and then I went home.
And then what happens when you go home? You just go to bed and start the next day?
You have an option like watch a movie, watch TV, read a book, and then there's like phone calls from work. And
play
like
a video game. Play a game called Lake.
Yeah.
Starts all
This is the stupidest. It hurt me to play. I had to go play fucking Call of Duty.
Huh?
No.
Was that it?
No,
I heard it.
No.
I heard the F and the ing.
I bleeped out myself.
I think you're being a little loose.
I didn't enunciate the entire word. No. No.
I say it's Mitch's call.
No, it's not Mitch's call.
I heard the F and the ing. I'm just saying.
If you tell him to do it.
No. You can stop looking at it. I'm not doing it. So you live through this life. I made it. I made
evidently.
I made it a week in this stupid town delivering mail, and then my mind was just wandering, and that's when I got into a murderous bloodlust with the mail truck and tried to hurt civilians and go GTA. And the game was like, no, stop it.
It's not that kind of game.
And the music is very soothing, which was annoying.
I've got a solution real quick. I'm not going to edit this, but if anybody says anything to you, then he does it on the next episode.
Done. Yeah. So Mitch's social media, which is what, Mitch?
Oh, we'll just say, if somebody says anything to you.
What's your social media real quick?
EntertainThisPodcast.com.
Yeah.
Which will take you to our Facebook page, our Patreon, our Instagram, our Twitter, or
if you want to hear Tom for quote unquote not cussing by dropping the quote unquote not F-bomb earlier, die from 6 million Scoville hot sauce that we have right beside him.
Write to us at entertainpodcast.com.
And he will do it next episode. That dims the rules.
Actually, it's 15 million Scoville.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. You're just splitting hairs at that
I
point.
think after a million, just
so there's really not much more I could say about the game.
So it's bad, huh?
It's just bad.
Was it the worst video game you ever played?
To me, it was torture. I give it a 2
Yes.
out of 10.
Yes.
Moving on to the TV show Mantis.
What is this show about?
It's about a paraplegic scientist who develops a cool exosuit and a car that flies that he hangs from a rope, and he fights crime.
What?
Yes. So this is the best scene
This
I
came
saw.
out in like the 90s when X-Files was like still fairly new.
Yeah, they did 2 seasons.
Wow.
And these are 45-minute episodes. There's one scene where all these people are stuck in traffic, and these rousty gang guys,
Rousty.
gang dudes, come barreling out of nowhere with a pickup truck of wooden crates and just start throwing them everywhere. And people are honking. And then a bunch of dudes on rollerblades who have helmets and pads come run up to people's cars with knives and are robbing them.
Roll out your window.
If your window was up, you were safe. So they're grabbing all these purses and wallets and throwing them in the back of the truck. And the Mantis dude's like in a car behind him, and it morphs into the Mantis Mobile.
The Mantis Mobile.
It takes off into the sky, and like a Bombay door opens, and he drops out. He's got like all this cool leather on in his helmet, and he's hanging from a rope. And he's just flying across the intersection, shooting them with darts that pretty much paralyze people.
Here's your picture of what he looks like.
Yeah.
They just scrolled.
It looks like Ant-Man.
It basically, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So it's like a Power Ranger stupid. It's like Scorpion, right? Is it from the same people?
I don't know.
I don't know. This show it's just not good.
Huh.
I mean, maybe this was like cool in the 90s.
How many episodes did you watch?
I watched 3.
Oh, wow.
So I got through like the plot, like how he becomes paralyzed, becoming Mantis, which is like it's like an anagram, like mobile automated neutralizing tank something suit.
Okay. It was shoehorn some,
It had some cool anagram for it.
Yeah.
But during a riot in the city, because there's a lot of crime in the city, and there's a riot team to control it by the police.
What's the name of the city?
Sam Raimi actually helped with the story.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I think it's called Ocean City.
Oh, okay.
Eric Lewinville was the director, and the writers were Sam Hamm and Sam Raimi.
Oh, wow. What's who plays
Carl Lumley.
Yeah, Carl Lumley is Dr. Miles Hawkins.
who's he from?
He was in other stuff. He was familiar. I can't remember off the top of my head when I looked it up.
Let's see. He was in Men of Honor.
Oh, okay. What was like one of the dumber gimmicky fight scenes or something? Just him flying.
That took the cake right then and there.
Is this like pilot? Yeah, like the very
This is the first episode
Yeah.
where I was like, "Oh, like you're kidding!" I was like, "These are bad guys." And I was like, "They're on roller skates, and they're wearing helmets and pads." Like their parents were like, "If you're gonna go out and break the law, you better be safe."
In the Falcon and Winter Soldier, he's actually the old man that was the super soldier.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, yeah. So, what would you give that, Tom?
I'd give it like a 5 out of 10.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Because I'm guessing like back then, this show was probably cool. Because it probably wasn't. I never heard of it.
I saw it and immediately changed the channel.
I mean, I give it like it went for 2 seasons,
Wow.
which is impressive compared to most of the stuff we review.
What was the name of like the arch nemesis? Did they have any bad guy names?
Not that I came across,
Okay.
or anybody that was really just memorable. And like they try to be like, oh, it's this guy who might be the Mantis, because like one of the pathology people, she's a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't like her, but she thinks it's this other dude because he's like a gymnast major,
Okay.
or like he went to college on a gymnastics scholarship, so he's got all the cool moves, and they think it's him,
Well, who?
and not the paralyzed guy in the wheelchair.
So, what he's saying is he saw the first 30 minutes of the first episode.
No, but he shoots these stupid Mantis darts.
Yep.
The sequence in the beginning was hilarious, where they rob a bank, and they used an inordinate amount of C4 to blow up the vault door,
Oh yeah.
like the size of this Roadcaster of C4,
That's a lot of C4.
which is
That'll blow up a vault door for sure.
that'll blow up the vault door in the front of the building. And it's just like an explosion. Some windows go, and all these bank robber guys run in. They're all wearing leather.
Yeah.
It's like they were all typecast. Like, we're leather, we're dark clothes. And one of them standing there, and the guy's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like waving his hand in front of his face, and he sees like the dart in his neck, and like they all turn and look, and then like he's like in like the doorway, the smoke and the ominousness.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cuts to the police showing up, and they're just like, "Let me see your hands." And they're just like waving their hands.
So just paralyzed.
They're all just like, with guns, knives. Like one guy's like, shocked in fear.
So he just stuns him and then runs away.
Yeah, he just leaves him for the cops to deal with.
Batman should take a page out of that book or something.
Yeah, he just shoots these like mantis darts, like little batarangs out of his wrist.
What's his backstory? Like, why is he?
He was very much an active person in the political community, as far as ties racially between the city's police and the citizens and the gang problems.
Oh, so it's a show
of the 100Kers.
It's a show ahead of its time.
Yes, it was a show ahead of its time. And during a riot, he went to save a child from getting attacked, and a police sniper shot him in the spine.
Oh, wow.
And that's what paralyzed him.
Oh, yeah.
Where he changed his views.
Because police...
And developed... Yeah.
Police snipers shoot people in riots.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With sniper rifles.
With sniper rifles in the back.
Wow.
So he develops the suit and fights crime.
And he can't walk without the suit?
No, he needs the suit to move.
So he's like Rhodey?
I mean, he's paralyzed from the waist down. He still has functions of his arms.
Okay.
And he's like a well-regarded scientist. He has a great cover because nobody would expect he's the dude doing all that.
Right, yeah.
Nobody would expect the crippled guy.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And then, he has his lair. What was it called? It was
the mantis lair.
No, it's not called the mantis lair. It's called it's not like the cocoon or something.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's like some bug name. It's dopey. But it's like underwater. It's like a submarine.
5 out of 10 for Mantis from Tom. Good job, Tom.
It does have a 5.7 on IMDb somehow.
I'm sure there's a niche crowd that would appreciate it. Probably
it was better than
Black Scorpion.
It was better than Black Scorpion.
Yeah. So, okay. Go ahead and announce your trivia for next week.
Oh, my trivia is going to be Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
All right. So
1 and 2.
Me and Mitch have some research to do. And you know what? We're going to do it, Tom. We're going to research these games.
And I'm going to make the questions very hard.
Okay.
I'm going to have to research. I've never played them.
So, all right. Let's go ahead and kick this off. Elden Ring. We played it. We've all played it. And I came into it very skeptical.
I've never played any of the Dark Souls. So.
I played the first Dark Souls.
I played Dark Souls 2.
About a year ago. I downloaded it and I just was angry the whole time. I was just frustrated and I was like, I guess I'm not one of those try hard gamers that's going to enjoy this like live, die, repeat kind of mentality of playing through. But you got Elden Ring. It is co-op and has a multiplayer facet. And I was so burnt out on Warzone. I was like, I'll try it. And I got to say, this is the best game I've played in a long time.
It is a good game.
Yeah, I had to agree. It's probably the best thing I've played in a long time. And the reason why is because it's complete.
Yes.
Yes.
There's no bug.
I haven't run into bugs.
Yeah.
I haven't run into really any glitches.
The bar is very low, but despite that, it's still like an amazing game.
It's very playable.
You know, I guess the older I get, the less I get excited about games. You know, maybe it's because I'm older and maybe I care more about old people things like story and, you know, whatever. And, but I was actually excited. Like, I'm excited to play this game tonight when we get a chance. I'm looking forward to it instead of just like, guess we'll play Warzone, you know? So,
back to the Tom and Mitch show.
Yeah. So I'm deeply enjoying it. I like that, you know, you can create your own character and, like, honestly, the classes are kind of pointless. And I mean, they're there for probably the first 10 hours of the game to help you. Depending
on what you want to focus your character on, that's just basically just a help in that direction when you choose your classes. So
right. Mm-hmm. But and then after that, like, you can just whatever works for you, you can just keep doing it, and then it's not really exploiting it, but just like taking advantage of that and until you get better and better and better. So I picked the hardest class possible, Bandit, which is apparently like a no-no if you're a newbie to the game. But I've gotten really good at Bandit, and I mean, I'm still dying all the time. But
I realized like the damage output your character has versus mine, even though you're a lot of levels ahead of me. Like I'd watch Hayden do damage, and then I'd run up and take one swing and do like quadruple it, and I'm like,
my character is high risk, high reward. So I've got like, so the game is very complicated.
It's one of the most complicated games I've ever played.
It is insanely complicated. And they don't tell you anything.
Nope.
Right.
So, like, and a lot of people hate that. There's a lot of journalists out there that have been reading reviews for this game, hate the game because it doesn't have a go here, do this mentality.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of, like, in my opinion, of old based adventure games where you have
Go figure it out.
Yeah, you have no idea what the hell's going on. You're just gonna try different
There's
things.
no like quest log, no marker. It's just.
But I gotta say though, when you successfully finally figure something out and it works, it is one of the most satisfying experiences.
it's rewarding.
Yeah. I just there's very few games that have been able to do that in this decade for me.
Well, was it like the first boss? Only like how many people had beaten it? Like 50% of the people that own the game have beaten the first boss, Godric.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was something like that. Only 50% of people have beaten him.
So we're already above the curve, so to speak.
Like just the fact that like 'cause the three of us tried to, me, you, and Evan tried to beat him the other night, and we couldn't do it. But then the other day, last night, me and Evan both played. We ended up beating him, and it was just so rewarding. I was like, I did it!
Yeah.
Yes! I mean, everybody died, and I was about to die, but I got the last hit on
And
just in time. So
comes down to the wire.
That was like me and Evan beating Margaret.
Yeah, Margaret. It can be as difficult as it's already going to be difficult.
yeah,
But it can be,
This is made by the people who did Dark Souls.
yeah, but it can be even more difficult if you want it to be. There's people out there that are currently trying to do a level 1 perfect game. So like they don't take any damage the entirety of the game. Yeah. And they never level up.
What's it like living like that?
They got like Hellraiser basements and stuff like that, and just enjoy pain.
I feel my class is difficult enough because I don't have anything for range. Everything I have is just big swords.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have to get close for everything.
He plays what, samurai?
Yeah.
And I'm a vagabond.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started out as samurai, and now I just have 2 great swords. So I swing 2 swords that are the size of my arms.
Yeah, yeah. There's all these videos online about like class building and how to make your samurai class better and all. And I'm just like, that's not how the game works. You just you pick a default class and then you just
Do what you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You play it.
Figure out what you want to do.
So, the only knock I have against it now is there's a little bit of networking issues when it comes to trying to co-op with people. At one point, I didn't like it at all.
At one point, it was unplayable
Well,
to do multiplayer. Like PC, like they couldn't do it, and console,
Yeah.
it had to be patched.
they patched it pretty quick.
They
but-
patched it very quickly.
Last night when I was telling Evan about it, we were playing, like he put down his marker, I activated the thing, and he immediately popped up, and I could see his character and his runes standing there.
Oh wow!
So, it was
kinda-
instant, almost instant.
Yeah, but like at first I didn't like it at all because it's so ingrained in the plot. Like you have to go through the story, get this device that makes it so you can summon players, and then
But then you have to learn how to make the potion,
right, and all
so
this-
you can see their markers,
right,
and summon them.
and it was almost like come on, I just want to play with my friends. But I've learned to appreciate, especially like you can't just co-op the entire game.
Yeah.
You have to like, if your friends die, you have to summon them back. And if you get to a boss and you complete that boss, your friends go away. And then if you want to keep going, you have to summon them back. And I like that aspect now. And it's very rarely that game will change my perspective. Mm-hmm. And this is one of them where I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing. They're trying to encourage me to also play by myself and learn a little bit too. So, not to mention, you're not going to just be the one guy that benefits from all the story progression and then not go back and help your friends. So.
Yeah, because any of the story that you do when you join someone else doesn't count
Right.
as yours. I mean, you get rewards and stuff,
Yeah.
but it doesn't progress your actual story.
So like a lot of it is like you'll be playing and like I'll be the lead person. We'll come across something, fight our way through it, get to the end, find grace markers or whatever, and then it's like all right, we're good. Then everybody will leave, and then we'll go back to the last grace point. We'll be summoned to that person's, and we'll go through it again.
Yeah.
Like the bear.
Those are tough. But another thing too is a lot of people are hating the game because there's no explanation for what to do. There's kind of a map indicator, but it's more of like a suggestion. Like this is where you go to fight the next boss, but it's dumb to follow that thing right from the get because you're gonna get just annihilated.
Yeah, because the first thing you come across when you leave the gate or whatever, the cave, is the giant dude on the horse.
Yeah, the tree guardian. Yeah, you don't want to fight that guy right after.
No.
So,
You're not going to win. I can tell you that.
so it teaches you early on, play as you need to. Don't necessarily progress the direction that you should be going, that you think that you should be going, following these map indicators. And the map is very, because we complained an episode or two ago about open world games.
Mm-hmm.
and we talked about like we thought that they had all hit a shelf where it's the ceiling of open world games is too many things going on your map. You got too many directions that you're being pulled to. You're just exhausted with all these quests and stuff like that. There are no quests in this game.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff you can go and do whatever you want to do or find whatever you want to find, but there's no like you have to go do this.
Right. It's just some random guy that you happen upon. He's just like, oh, there's a fortress over there. Wouldn't it be cool if I got this from that fortress? And you're just like, okay. And then you can just run away. And
Yeah.
you can do it if you want to. There's no.
You can actually tell them no.
Yeah.
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 In the dialogues.
And it, like I totally underestimated how much you are in control of how you interact with NPCs because
Yeah.
I came out of the entrance cave.
Took a swing at the dude.
Yeah, there's this guy that's like, hello, traveler. And I was like, screw you. And I punched him and we just started fighting and he killed me. But then I came back and he was gone. And now I can't invade other players and do that PvP thing because that guy won't talk to me anymore.
Yeah, you have to find him and kill him to get this stuff now.
Do I? Oh, wow. That's going to be a while.
He shows up in a couple of different places. I saw like research some stuff, but yeah, now you got to find him and kill him to get that stuff.
Well,
Where before he would just give it to you if you talk to him.
whoops.
Good job, Hayden.
I just was experimenting, and then now I know there are consequences to your actions.
Mm-hmm.
So
From something that I saw and read, you can attack all the NPCs.
well, there is like a safe area round table.
Yeah, except for there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
so.
everywhere else, you can, like in the real world, like you can attack all the NPCs, and either you can beat them and get their stuff, or if they beat you, you lose whatever. But I also found out, I think it was with you, that if you can attack all the little merchants,
Yeah,
if you kill the merchants, all their stuff you can buy at the round table hold.
yeah. So it's actually beneficial to kill all the merchants, and harvest their like
If you
Their
can,
loot,
yeah,
their sales,
if you can.
and absorb their conglomerates.
yeah.
Supposedly they're really hard, like they breathe fire and stuff like that.
Yeah, and there's a guy that hunts you for hunting the merchants and stuff too. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. There's
I have enough problems in this game. I don't need that either.
Another thing that I think is fascinating about this game is it reminds me of olden days of yore where there was no internet and people are playing Zelda and they're like, oh, if you talk to this one guy and you get this one thing, you turn it in and there's like rumor mill of how to play the game.
Yeah.
This is very much like that because there's no direction and nobody knows how to play and we are discovering stuff
Yeah.
that probably people who have discovered it very rarely do. Like if you attack this one zombie on a cliffside, a giant bear pops
Yep,
out.
that happened to me.
Yeah. Bear spawns. It
Yeah.
beats the crap out of you and your
Yeah.
friends.
And I found
And
out
they move super fast.
I found out that I don't know where it is, but there's something that if you get before you fight Margit, it like seals him to the ground. Like you can activate it, and it just basically knocks him to the ground where you can run up and hit him a couple of times. before he
No,
gets
I
up.
didn't know that.
I don't know where it is, but I saw somebody using it
That would have been
online.
easier.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
it's called, I think it's called Margit Seal or something like that.
Huh.
And it basically just you activate it, knocks him to the ground, and you can go up and punch him a bunch of times, and then back
Yeah.
That
up.
would be convenient.
Yeah. There's like spells and ashes of war, which are like weapon spells. And
Give you
then
like special abilities for your weapon.
Yeah.
so many weird weapons and armors and the game is very much equipment based. So I'm trying to create a light build only because dodging is the
Key
only
to living.
Yeah. So
Most of the time.
and if you're
Sometimes it doesn't matter.
if you have too much crap on, you dodge slower.
Yeah,
And
I found that out.
yeah. So
When you got a heavy load,
yeah, they call them fat rolls, where your character
like,
just like does a
You just like
little
Paul
somersault.
Blart falling over.
yeah,
So
yeah.
whereas my character, I keep it as a light build, and he just zips around, dodging everything. But the problem is that I have to put a whole bunch of points into equipment or endurance so I can keep putting on more equipment. Because if I get hit, I'm just like dead.
Yeah.
So
I came across the second boss. I found him, named General Radon.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he killed me with one hit.
did he?
Did.
Jeez.
I activated this rune thing to where I could join somebody else's just like free game if they summon you. So basically, I didn't lose anything by
Right.
fighting him. I joined him, and I went in, and like this guy died. So I was like, well, I'm just going to try and hit him and see what I can do. And he turned around and slashed me one time and killed me.
Get out of here.
Pretty much.
Go on, get.
So, yeah, that didn't work out too well.
Yeah, I want to say this is a 10 for me, a 10 out of 10. Okay, I think
I
that
agree.
I think it's
Yeah.
It's something I didn't expect to like.
yeah. I didn't expect to like it. I like games that change your perspective. Like I said in the past, I don't like games where I have to work and I'm struggling to beat them and get the next piece of loot or whatever. And Destiny can feel like that sometimes, where you're just like,
it's just a loot grind.
How do I grind this thing out? And you have no idea what you're getting.
Well, that and in Destiny, like there's some times where, like you said, you don't know what you're getting. You can fight this guy over and over, and you're just hoping that the one item drops. Where in this one, I mean, you know what you're going to get. You just got to beat them for the most part.
Yes and no. I don't think so. Like sometimes you'll happen upon a weird boss out in the middle of nowhere. Like you'll be walking in a swamp area and a giant crab will pop out of the ground. And you're like, I'm gonna kill this guy. And maybe he's got some great loot because I've never seen this thing before. And then you die and you die, you die. You finally kill it and it drops like fish eggs. And you're like, what do I do with that?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like there's certain chests that have a certain weapon. All you got to do is just make it to it.
Right.
And, granted, you got to survive to get to it, but
yeah, and the player, that's probably one of the smartest things for this game is leaving so much mystery and stuff unresolved, where there's no instruction manual, there's no like map markers and crap like that tell you there's treasure over here, and there's no quest giver that says if you want this blade, go over there and kill that guy.
Yeah.
It's just so unexplained. So the players are the ones that are deriving the wikis, and they're generating their own marketing for this game.
Well, that's what I go through, like our TikTok every now and then. I'll be flipping through and I'll see like somebody's like, here's how you got to find this. Now you got to go here, beat this guy, stay to your left, and go through this.
Right.
Like, okay.
And then you find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very involved, and the balls of this company too. I mean, like to make a game so hard, and put it in so much money. Like they got George R. R. Martin to do the writing, and they got all this.
Explains why I keep dying.
Yeah. They got all this like investments, and they go against the grain with no manual, no marketing to how to do this and whatnot. It's just all player driven.
Other than like a trailer or two, there wasn't really any marketing for it.
Yeah.
It's just what people talked about.
And they launched it, and it's doing phenomenal.
Its sales are great.
Yeah. Like you said, I think there's 10 million copies sold on PC. And
I think it was 10 million on Steam.
So who knows how many outside?
I think it was like over 5 million on PC.
Well, two of the biggest things I like about it is that basically you can go and explore anywhere. Like you don't, even if you can't fight these creatures, if you can run past them and get past them, you can keep going and explore and find little save, like spots of grace kind of things to save. And then the second thing is like you have your big bosses that you just have to fight, like Godric and Radon and all them. But then all the smaller bosses, like the little cave boss or whatever, there's ways to exploit certain ones. Like there's a guy I beat today that he's on this black horse with this giant black mace, and he chases you down at night. Well, if you run through all this poison stuff, he'll follow you, and it just poisons him and kills him.
I didn't know about that.
Oh, that was the dude
we gave up on that guy.
Yeah, he was basically he's like a great enemy or whatever.
Yeah,
and he just chased me up this hill, and I got poisoned, but I saved a poison cure, so I just ran to the top, threw all the poison, cured myself, and he died chasing me.
What'd you get for killing him?
Some kind of like Ash of War. It's the one that helps you zip around.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, like stuff like that. Just like having a conversation with people and then like learning something.
And it's like, well, how'd you kill him? Oh, I did this. Ah.
But it's stuff like that. Like there's one where this guy showed that if you run to a certain spot, jump onto the ledge of the bridge, the guy will chase you right off the edge of the bridge. You kill him and you get his stuff.
No way.
It's just little tricks and stuff to beat people. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
There's the dragon where he stays asleep if you just beat him, but you wouldn't know to hit him unless somebody told you or you accidentally did it.
Yeah.
But it's this big sleeping dragon. It looks like part of the landscape, and he'll roar, but he doesn't move and doesn't attack you. You can just go up and beat him until he dies, and you get 78,000 runes.
What?
Yeah.
So you have to sneak up to him?
You don't have to sneak up. Well, you kind of do. There's like 5 other small dragons around him, so you got to sneak past them and get behind him, and then you can just sit there and beat on his tail until he dies.
And he just dies in his sleep?
Yeah.
What?
And you get 78,000 runes.
No way.
I've done it, and I've done it with Evan.
All right, we're doing that tonight.
Yeah.
But to give some numbers, Elden Ring is sitting at number 4 on the most played Xbox games chart. Wow. Elden Ring also hit a new all-time peak of 952,000 players on Steam this past Saturday.
That's a lot.
And
that's only one platform.
And that's just one platform.
So, and like
not including PlayStation, Xbox, and
like I like that it does have. I mean, the online capabilities are useful, but they're not dependent.
Right.
So you'll have little messages that people will scroll into the ground, which are mostly useless. It's
Yeah.
usually people just tricking you into dying in stupid ways.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, you get some interesting advice out of it. And then you'll have you'll see ghosts of other players that are in that area fighting, and they're doing on their own server, doing their own
And
thing.
then you hear the screams.
Yeah.
That one.
But then my favorite is the bloodstains.
Yeah.
Where you can touch it and you'll see how people died, and you'll go into a room and the floor will just be littered with blood, and you're like, nope, I'm not going in there.
Bad things happened here.
So it's pretty cool. It's very original. And another thing that people are dinging it for is that you can't pause it because it's online.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's like you're in a real world.
I know. When you're in a safe area and you know you're safe, it's like,
Yeah, if you're at a grace point, you're.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to leave.
There's bad guys out there. I can see them.
Hey man, that's pretty cool armor.
I was talking
about that for 30 minutes.
I was talking with somebody on Facebook. They were asking a question like, "What's the the worst boss or most annoying boss you've come across?" And I told him, "Is it mine?" Because I'm solely like sword and no range. My biggest enemy is all flying things are the bane of my existence because I can't hit them.
The stupid little dragonflies and
Oh my
stuff.
God.
Well, the dragonflies, the bats, because the only way I can hit them is when they hit me. If I time it just right, I can hit them back.
Yeah. 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 It's very punishing game. So every time they call it the Dark Souls pacing, where you're like, okay, I got this game, I got it figured out, and you just like run through enemies, kill them all, and then you get to a new enemy, and you're like, what's that? And every time you think you're ahead of the curve, you just get
The game
punished.
reality checks you.
But I do like this. It's like a progression of learning how to deal with stuff. Like this guy swings 5 times, you got to roll to avoid him, and then you hit him, and you can beat him. Whatever.
Rolling into the swing versus out.
Yes, yeah. You do feel like a ninja once you like get it figured out. You're like, oh, I'm unstoppable.
I got me the jellyfish summon thing.
A tank.
Yeah, it just takes bullets and it can sit there and shoot at stuff from a distance. So I was hiding behind it, letting it shoot this whole bridge full of enemies. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Like I said, I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it in the future. If they're going to keep adding content to it, because it's huge.
They said they are planning on a DLC, but I don't know what they would add to it and stuff like
I
that.
can't imagine
More
us,
difficult bosses.
probably, but I can't imagine us like 100%ing this game for a long time.
Well, they also said that, granted, you have your main bosses for the story, but there's a total of 75 bosses when you include the caves and all those kind of things.
And then, so like there's an overworld, and we just discovered there's an underworld.
Yeah.
Which is a whole cave system that's ginormous, just as big as the overworld. You'll never be done exploring that thing. Another thing too, the game prides itself on hiding secrets from you.
Yeah.
So like you think that like you have to do very intricate stuff, like talk to NPCs and do like some weird quests for them or whatever if you want to. And then if you discover something, it could be a door that leads you to a whole city that you didn't even know was there.
Well, then, like, they have caves that you don't know they're there. Like, it'll look like a rock wall, and unless you hit the cave wall, then it'll disappear and you can walk through. But basically, it's just a hidden entrance. Then unless somebody put, like, a little marker down that says, strike here, you wouldn't know it's there.
Yeah. Best game I've played in a long time. I wish that it could have 4 players play together in co-op. I understand why it can't, because
That's
like
too many.
Yeah, because you would just run through bosses like nothing. But already with 3 players, I just sit back and let Evan just nuke. I'm like, yeah, get him, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good until he dies, and then you're just stuck there with the boss, and you're like, uh-oh.
He did it.
So
Like, my guy's not even a magic user, and when we fought Godric, I was like, well, let me put my magic stuff on.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to do whatever I could from a distance.
man, it's so much fun though.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I didn't expect to like it, and even dying a bunch of times, it's still fun because you don't lose anything but the runes, and as long as you don't die again, you can go pick those up.
Right.
If you die again, then they're gone.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not losing anything. There's no people can't just buy runes with real money,
Right.
And
Yeah.
upgrade their character.
You
and
have
stuff.
to earn them with pain and tears. And blood.
And that's fair. And runes are important because you need them to level up, and leveling up is what how you get better at a game.
Well, to level up and to buy things,
Yep.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's valuable, but if you lose it, you can just screw that area. I'm going to go to this direction, see if I can find
And
something
see what
better.
happens over here.
Yeah, there was today I was playing. I lost like 2,000 something runes. I was like, it's not worth going back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna die
It's
again.
just 2,000 runes.
Yeah.
I could just cheese some guards.
Yeah.
And the game is so clever. It's just like, oh, this is an interesting hallway. Never mind the blood everywhere. Yeah, let's see what's down this way.
What's that? A fire-breathing cat with a sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it kills you. And you're like, I should have known.
I should have picked up on those clues.
But I feel like it does a good job of giving you, for the most part, save spots, like little sites of grace before you get into big stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. When you find one, that's when you start looking around. Like,
Yeah.
all right, where is he?
Or anytime you find like a big open area, you start looking for what's around.
Yeah.
Looking up, it's like, is he going to drop out of the sky?
Yeah, like when you ride into that first swamp right to the right when you come out,
Yeah.
and a dragon falls out, like flies out of the sky and lands in front of you.
The pacing is so well done for the game, because like the first enemy, besides the boss that nukes you in the beginning of the game just to laugh at you, and then you come across the soldier that you're supposed to beat, and it's just like a dude in a loincloth with a paper straw. He's just some weak guy. You die to him 2 or 3 times. When you finally beat him, you're like, yeah, I'm good. I got this. I got it figured out. And then you fight a whole crowd of them.
Yeah.
And you die that way a bunch of times. And when you finally beat that crowd, they're nothing now. And then you go fight a boss, and he wipes the floor with you.
Yeah.
And to feel good about yourself, you go take it out on those soldiers and stuff.
And they're just like, oh no, he's back here.
So, yeah, there's definitely like a nice pacing progression system.
Yeah.
So I did not think I'd like this game as much as I did. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. If you're interested in playing with us, reach out on Mitch on social media. We play on Xbox.
Yeah.
So
It's not cross-play, so it would have to be Xbox players. But
yeah, until I figure out a way to do cross-play with it, which would be kind of difficult, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you're interested, just reach out to us. Or if you got any interesting insights into the game, some tips, suggestions. We're new to the Souls franchise, and but we enjoy it. And I like it when I beat something and I watch a video on YouTube and some guys complain about how hard it is.
And you're like, I did it.
Get good.
It only took us 33 tries.
Yeah.
But get good, loser.
So I've caught the bug. I'm enjoying it. So I don't know. Is there anything else about the game that we want to talk about, or should we just go ahead and wrap it up?
Invaders. I hate you all.
Oh yeah. Well, I've only been invaded once.
I've been invaded like 5 times.
The way it works is you have to have friends with you when you're invaded, right? You can't be invaded by yourself.
Right.
No, I've been invaded by myself.
You can duel by yourself, but you shouldn't be able to be invaded by yourself.
There are AI invaders that will like basically teach you about certain things. Like you have to fight them to learn.
No, those are real
Different
players.
I mean, no, they show up red too. These guys.
Yeah.
These AI things will show up red too.
It's a story part.
There's
of the
like
game.
2 or 3 that I've come across that are AI, but then your other players will show up red.
But they only show up when you're teamed up with other friends.
Yeah.
So if you've been killed by an invader, it's the computer, it's the game teaching you something. So,
you suck.
yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, when we went to fight Godric last night, me and Evan both spawned in. As soon as I summoned him, I was like, why can't we go anywhere? And then the invader, it wouldn't let us go through the wall because the invader was there. We just didn't know it until he come around the corner.
He killed you all?
Yeah, he killed Evan, and then I just tried to run from him because I didn't have anything to attack him. But I found out when you invade, the soldiers and all that stuff, the enemy soldiers, they won't attack the invader. They only attack you.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to lead them into the people.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out very well.
Oh, you're just kiting all these people behind you.
Yeah. One of them was a giant.
Oh man. Well, the one time we got it, I remember we're getting ready for a boss fight, and then it said you're being invaded, and I was like, there he is. And all 3 of us just like nuked this guy. He was just trying to drink potions, and we just killed him so fast.
Because he did that right after we had equipped all the best stuff we could find.
Yeah.
Just so we could go try this boss. He was like, oh, come here.
It was funny too. He like bowed like, oh, this is going to be an honorable fight. I was just like, stab. And his stupid bowing animation wouldn't stop. So
Yeah, we had when I was playing with Evan, there was one of the guys come up and he kept doing like the rock, like, come on.
yeah.
And I was like, I stood where I was at with my sword. He eventually came over there and he jumped, and because he jumped and missed, I took those 2 big like Game of Thrones looking swords and just swiped him 3 times and he died.
Nice.
So it was nice, yeah.
Yeah, I'm having lots of fun. So reach out to us if you want to be a part of that experience, and share some of your videos. We'd like to see what people are doing. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was fun. Yeah, that's it for this special.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to next week's episode with Tom's riveting trivia
Of Knights of the Old Republic.
Yes. So goodbye.
Now I'm going to go home and play Elden Ring.
Yep. Goodbye from Mitch.
Bye.
Bye, Mitch.
Goodbye from Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Goodbye from me and goodbye.